Radhaswami Babaji. My question is about concentration and focus during Simran. I'm diabetic. I am addicted to a lot of sugar. The sugar has made my brain very foggy and very fuzzy. And whenever I sit down for Simran, I'm just not able to concentrate. I fall asleep within 10 minutes. I decided to experiment with my body, and I recently started taking a lot of energy drinks. These energy drinks have a lot of caffeine in it, and I'm able to see that I'm able to sit with more focus and more concentration during the Simran process. My question to you is, can you please guide me if I should continue taking these energy drinks which help me focus in my Simran, or is there any other alternative that I can go with? Thank you, Babaji.
Better from my side, on the physical aspect, you can take whatever you want to, but sitting down depends upon the attitude. Doesn't depend upon all these things. I'm diabetic. I have diabetes since the last 30 years. So it's the attitude that matters. You have a positive attitude, beta. Objectively, we will do what we need to do. And if we don't have a positive attitude, we are going to find excuses for everything that we can't do. So all these things and all are not going to help you to focus or not to focus. You want to have them, you are most welcome. But focus depends upon your attitude.
Thank you, Babaji.
Radhaswami Babaji, how are you doing? Babaji, my question for you today is, how do I know when to take the right step? As, I guess, an engineer, a statistician, a mathematician, whatever you may call it, you look at things in numbers. You've said before that seeing is believing. So at what point do you know that what you've chosen is the right way?
How do you measure love? You're an engineer, right? You put everything into calculation. How do you weigh love? How do you measure love? How do you calculate love? Beta, everything in life can't be put to calculation. It's a feeling, it's an experience. So as a relationship is created, we start experiencing that within us. And similarly in spirituality, don't put it into calculation, beta. It's a personal experience. And until you don't walk the path, how will you experience it?
Radhaswami Babaji, thank you for blessing me today. Thank you for blessing the Sangat today. But I ask you to bless the people who are not here. I ask you to bless the people who haven't had the opportunity.
What is blessing? Do we know what we are asking for?
No, Babaji.
That's the point, beta. Blessing means that whether he gives us something sweet or he gives us something sour, we appreciate it. We don't know. We keep on asking for things without realizing, beta. That's why I quoted Bani, Je Raj karaye ta teri upama je peekh mangaye ta kya kat jaye. If everything is his blessing, then we have to treat everything in the same manner. Whether he gives us all the riches or he makes us a beggar, it's his to give. We have to be grateful, beta.
Radhaswami Babaji, thank you for giving me courage to ask this question. I'm torn between two paths, between you, Radhaswami path, and idealism. I do prayers and I love your teachings, Babaji. And I'm married to a Radhaswami man. He meditates a lot and I do my idol worship and chanting. And everybody says, oh, you need a living guru to raise. And I feel little honestly low that am I doing something less? And honestly, not my husband, but friends around also, I'll do kirtan and they'll say, is this the way to reach God? It's like doing kirtan and its only way is to meditate. Not for everyone, meditation is the easy way because not everybody can sit for that long. I'm trying to also want to reach the blessings of God. And that's what it pulls me away from Radha Swami path, that these all people have some ego problems going on because for them, this is the best, and for us, it's low. And
Beta, you are right. I won't say you are wrong, you are right. But at the same time, you ask any child, he will say his parents are the best, won't they? Because that's what he's experienced, no? So for him, his parents will always be the best. Now, you should not let anybody tell you what you need to do. Because you have to practice, and unless you don't have a comfort level, you will not be able to fulfill that. So you do what you think is the right way to do. Okay? And step by step, we will move forward. You can't build on somebody else's strength. You have to build on your strength. You try and copy somebody, if that is not your strength, you're going to fall flat on your face. Okay. Now, the idea is to get into the path of spirituality and to thank the Lord. Now, how you do it is up to you. Where does it say that one path is okay and the other is bad, beta? Like we put a child into school, the purpose is education. So whether he gets it from a private school, from a public school, from some other school, idea is education. Nah? And then the child has to apply himself. The child who applies himself, even if he's in the worst possible school, he will pass with flying colors. The child who doesn't apply himself, he could be in the best possible institution and still not get anything. So you will get the result of your action. So if you are genuine in what you are wanting to do and you are doing it with your faith, that is the right path.
so it should not bother me that what everybody else is saying.
Beta, everybody has a different perspective in life. No two people have the same perspective. That's why we cause confusion by trying to please everybody, beta.
How do I tell myself, like, all right, it's bothering me right now? Like other people say, oh, Kirtan.
Let them say whatever they want to, beta. You see, beta, there is the outward and the inward. Okay? When we do kirtan or we read our shabads and all, the purpose is not in the singing of shabads. The purpose is to follow what we are saying. What is the shabad telling you? If you are not following that, I keep on singing about food, is that going to fill my stomach? So, all these shabads and all are basically to convey a certain message to you. And until you don't put that into practice, just singing about the Lord and His praises and all the adjectives, is that going to make any sense? No. So all this was written. Our scriptures are the sum total of the experience of the mystics who've come before us. They left this wealth of experience for us to learn from that. Now I just keep on reading. I'm unwell, doctor gives me medicine. I'm sitting here with the bottle and reading the ingredients and everything that is written. Is it going to affect me? I have to take that medicine now.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have to put it into practice. So that is the start. But if we think just by reading our scriptures we are going to get, पढ़िए जेते बरस बरस पढ़िए जेते मास पढ़िए जेते आरजा पढ़िए जेते सास नानक लेखे एक गल और हम में चखण चाक.
Last question, Babaji. Do we really need a living guru to reach the destination, or idealism is not is?
Do you really need to put your children into a school to learn?
Yeah.
Or they can learn from the house also, can't they?
True.
That's your choice.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Babaji.
Few months before initiation, I was really excited and I could not wait for initiation at all. And I felt like, okay, I'll live alone in US and I can use all that time to fulfill the requirements. But as soon as the excitement faded away after initiation, I got hit with the reality. So my question is, I feel that guilt. I feel that I need to do it every day. I tried my best to sit. I sit also. But how can I, the grace is there. The unlimited grace is there. I can feel it. But how can I make myself
Our
disciplined?
problem is we think too much better. Instead of thinking, just sit down. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just sit down. That way you'll be able to get into the habit of sitting down. We keep on planning, we keep on thinking, my children are grown up, this happens, that day will never come. Stop planning, stop thinking. The moment you feel even a little bit of guilt, just sit down.
I have one more question. After initiation, in few months, what I've felt is whenever I am in a very complicated situation at work, this is about sound current, I can hear it when I'm in a very complicated situation and I am not even trying to do Simran or anything, but I'm not able to make that situation when I'm alone in a room, when I'm trying to concentrate. So that makes me feel like even Simran is not in my hand. Like I am not able to do it.
Beta, when we are in a difficult situation, we are more focused. That's why we can hear it. So Guru Sahib says, Dukh daru sukh rog peya. So he's saying, give me that, sorrow, because that's when I remember you. In happiness, I tend to forget you. Dukh daru sukh rog peya. So beta, when we are in tension or something, we are more focused. Otherwise, we are very distracted. There's so many things going on in our mind. So, but we shouldn't sort of wait for that situation. So let's use our sense of discrimination and do the right thing.
Thank you so much, Babaji.
My question is that we all try to be kind and selfless to all of the creatures as much as it's in our capacity. So this is in order to create a relationship of love with the God. My question is, can love be practiced or does it have to come naturally to us?
No, beta, it has to come naturally. How can you practice love? Does the mother tell the child when he grows up, come on, sit down, I'm going to teach you how to love? It has to come from within, beta. It's a feeling, it's an experience. You can't teach love. Nobody can teach you love, beta.
So is it possible to create an environment for ourselves wherein we are more inclined or able to feel that kind of...
No, if you are positive about everything, it will be more conducive. You see, now you can see positivity in everything and you can see negativity. So it depends upon what you focus on. If you focus on the positivity, you will see something good in everything. You focus on the negativity, you could have everything in the world and still find something lacking. So we need to be receptive.
Is it okay to have a partner or marry interculturally? Is it?
It doesn't make a difference. How does it make a difference? When Maharaji is trying to take us above, our religions, our castes, our color, countries, everything, and then here you're asking me a question of how does it make a difference? The Lord's relationship is with the soul, not with the body. These bodies and colors and all are what has created the differences. So let's focus on our actions and on the soul, rather than on the physical aspect of life.
Thank you, Babaji Raj Swami.
भाभी जी एक रिक्वेस्ट है जब सत्संग में आते हैं तो बहुत अच्छा माहौल बना होता है ਤੇ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਦੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੈਡੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਪੈਂਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ
ਬੇਟੇ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਬਣਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਰਿਚੁਅਲ 'ਚ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਆਬਜੈਕਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਡੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਤਾਂ ਮਾਲਿਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਨਾ ਬੇਟਾ ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ 'ਚ ਕਰੋ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰੋ ਮਗਰ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੋਚੀਏ ਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਗਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੈਡੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਬਣ ਜੂਗੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਧਰਮ ਸਥਾਨਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮੱਥੇ ਟੇਕ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਾਕੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖੋ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਬਗੈਰ ਸੋਚੇ ਸਮਝ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹੀ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਬਜੈਕਟਿਵ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਲਕਸ਼ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਚੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ, ਉਹ ਸਹੀ ਹੈ।
बाबा जी घर में बहुत डिस्ट्रैक्शंस होती हैं।
सारी सृष्टि में डिस्ट्रैक्शंस हैं बेटा। हमने इन सब चीजों के बावजूद करना है। हम ये सोचते हैं जब सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा, ये तो वही बात है ना कि इंसान कहे जब मैं ठीक हो जाऊंगा फिर डॉक्टर के पास जाऊंगा। बीमार होता है तो डॉक्टर की जरूरत पड़ती है। तो हमें इस वक्त क्योंकि सब कुछ ठीक नहीं है, इसी हमें सहारा चाहिए परमार्थ का। जब ठीक हो जाएगा तो क्यों जरूरत पड़ेगी बेटा? हमें सहारा मिलेगा तभी तो हम अपने आप को बचा पाएंगे, नहीं तो हम इस भवसागर में बह जाएंगे।
Radha Swami Babaji, thank you so much for this opportunity to speak with you today. Babaji, I wanted to ask that how to heal from the past hurt and let go of the outcome so that it stops impacting our present.
Beta, we are holding on to the negativity now. Why should I hold on to anything that is binding me down? Somebody asked Sheikh Farid. He said, anger is not leaving me. So he said, sit down, I'll explain to you. After some time, he gets up, there's a pillar, he hugs the pillar and starts shouting, the pillar is not leaving me. So everybody says, but you are holding on to the pillar. That's our situation. Whatever you focus on, we are focusing on these aspects again and again. That's why they are affecting us. If you focus on the positive, finished. We are not letting it go, beta. We are holding on tight. My negativity, my pain, my sorrow. Let it go. You'll be so much lighter.
Babaji, my question is, during the extreme phase of COVID pandemic, there was so much fear in the society. And likewise, there are so many fearful events happens in life. So do you think that fear of that happens because of lacking in understanding of Sant-mat?
It is the fear of the unknown. Anything where the unknown factor comes in, we get scared, beta. We are scared to go into a dark room because we don't know what is behind that darkness. We are scared of tomorrow. We are scared of death because we don't know what's going to happen. So if you turn the unknown into the known, that will take the fear away. So this concept of meditation is basically conquering death. That's why they say die daily. Paul in the Bible says, I die daily. Kabir Sahib said, Jis marne se jag dare, mere man anand, marne hi te paiye, Puran Paramanand. So it's the unknown factor. And through meditative process, we are trying to make that unknown into the known, and that will take your fear away.
Yeah. My second question, Babaji, is that social media brings a lot of distractions. So do you think Satsangi should stay off of it?
Balance. Everything balance. Don't go to extremes. We either say no or we just go fully into it. Keep that balance. I'm not saying it's not a useful tool, but if you sort of get into it extensively, then you are creating another sort of problem on yourself, because everything is going to create a positive or negative impression.
Thank you very much, Radha Swami.